Now 11:17. Matt Wintz back with us. Forecast didn't change, right? Like the sunny and 85, perhaps?
No, Florida's looking great.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, it's really hot in Florida. Orlando's going to hit 90 twice this week. They've only hit it 3 times in history in February. So
that was unnecessary, but thank you.
Well, I know. I always give you water cooler facts.
As if it's a bad thing.
Right. I'll just get to the forecast, why don't we? Tomorrow morning, wintry travel. This is going to be our time of concern tomorrow morning during that rush hour, but especially after the rush hours. We're going to have this precip moving in. We're going to have some icy travel. Not for everybody, but a lot of us are going to, I'm afraid, going to encounter some slick streets outside. We're in the 50s tomorrow evening. Leftover rain. It's going to turn much warmer late tomorrow. So you'll see that high temperature. We've got it in the 50s for tomorrow. It's going to be raw and cold all day until very, very late in the day. Like this time tomorrow night, we'll likely hit our high temperatures. Here's our storm system. Boy, this is just such a massive storm taking up the entire, about 3/4 of the country right now. Again, you've got winter weather alerts from coast to coast. A lot of those are blizzard warnings. You've got lots of wind energy with this. We're going to get some wind from this. That's not the biggest concern, though. It's the precip coming in tomorrow morning on top of our cold, frozen surface that we're going to deal with tonight. So there's a winter weather advisory, 7 a.m. to 1 o'clock tomorrow. Hopefully we can cut it off a little earlier than that, but I think 7 a.m. is a good start time. And notice what counties it's for. Not expecting a lot of icing as you get away from the Lorain County area eastward. So temperatures tonight, these are falling. And as these continue to slowly fall over the next couple hours before kind of bottoming out, we're going to obviously have things that are frozen outside, right? Not a deep freeze, but we are going to have temperatures that are below freezing waking up tomorrow morning. Look at the contrast. We've got frigid air diving into the country, warm spring-like air from the south. There's a 100-degree difference between South Texas and areas of northern North Dakota. Incredible. When you have that, you have a massive storm system. This is how it comes together. Really 2 waves of low pressure. The first one moves through tomorrow with all the moisture with it. The second one kind of lags behind and brings us a rather warm day with not a lot of rain around here Thursday. So tomorrow is really the only day that we have to deal with this. And on the scale of what the country looks like, this isn't going to be a huge deal compared to some of the impacts around the country. Briefly settling into high pressure, calm wind. Notice temperatures bottom out. Here's where the issues begin. You notice our model saying snow to freezing rain to rain in a matter of 4 hours or so. In terms of precip, if it's below freezing, why don't we start to snow, you're asking? Well, it has to do with the layers of the atmosphere. It's not always here at the surface. And with this system pushing in and bringing warm air in, we've got warm air here in the upper levels as you get up into the clouds. So everything falls as rain tomorrow. But remember, we've got the cold air here at the surface. Cold air is heavy and dense. It goes bloop, kind of hits along the surface. So we're going to be cold here at surface. It's going to be warmer up in the clouds. So the rain falls, hits the ground, forms into ice. That's why we have rain, because it's going to be warmer up above us. We're not going to deal with a lot of sleet or not a lot of snow with this either. So let's take you through it. National Design Martin hour-by-hour forecast, 6:30, precip moving into the southwest. Look at this. Models picking up in a real good chunk of time, about 3 or 4 hours or so of some freezing rain. It'll likely change over to some sleet. Once your temperature comes above freezing, in terms of the car and travel, that little thermometer you have in your car, we should be okay. We're rain the rest of the day. Here's your peak temperatures tomorrow night. This is 12:30. This is midnight. We're 60s down to the south, still holding cold off towards the north. Thursday looks dry. We'll get another little bump of some warmer air in here. Not too bad. In terms of ice potential, we've got it. Again, pretty icy tomorrow morning in spots. As the system unfolds, there's a heavy snowstorm on the northern end of this. There's an ice storm in Michigan. So if you have travel plans, Michigan, New York, or maybe you're expecting a package to arrive next couple days, that's where the impacts are going to be. Big old ice storm. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast, much colder by Friday, and then we bounce right out of it, much like we have last 3 weeks.